I'm using the photo booth on my laptop, which I've never used to make video before, but I'm doing it. I was tagged by the lovely Bypass That Bunny. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I had your name right on my computer. With the tag for 5 reasons I had weight loss surgery. I'll give my stats at the end of the video because I actually need to take my measurements because it's been 11 months. I made a video about how I've been struggling to figure out kind of what direction I want to go in with my weight loss videos now that I am almost 1 year post-op. I will be next month. And just not really sure how to kind of continue on with these videos and lacking some motivation, lacking what I think people would be interested in hearing, any idea of what people would be interested in hearing. So when Bypass That Bunny tagged me for this tag, I thought that was kind of a cool idea to go back and think about it. The 5 reasons that I came up with, which I'm making up off the top of my head, so if it seems like I'm doing that, I am. The 5 reasons that I came up with for having weight loss surgery. First is that at my heaviest weight, 356 pounds, I struggled with high blood pressure. When I was 18, I guess I should say overall, health reasons. When I was 18, I was hospitalized like 2 weeks before I went away to college. Because that whole summer I had just been like drinking a lot of liquids and peeing a lot and feeling dizzy and feeling tired and wanting to sleep all the time. Classic signs, for those of you who don't know, of type 2 diabetes. It was a very weird age to be diagnosed with diabetes because I was 18, which is too old really for youth onset childhood diabetes, but fairly young for someone diagnosed as an adult. But I was diagnosed. I was in ICU for 5 days for years, from 18 until I got out of, until a year ago. I struggled with different sorts of oral medications. For a while, they had me on insulin. Insulin was too much. My blood sugar was dropping all the time. I was like passing out in my classes. So they took me off of insulin, and then I just struggled with different combinations of oral meds for 10 plus years. And weight loss surgery is something I've been talking to my mom about since I was a teenager, since I was young. I just did not like being fat. Didn't. So, to get my diabetes under control and to deal with my high blood pressure, I was tired of being on so many meds, and I felt like I was so young that I didn't want to do it anymore. So mostly health reasons were the reasons that I had gastric bypass. And I got gastric bypass because of the rates of success in diabetes remission, which come out of surgery and be told that I have normal levels of blood sugar is great. Within 6 months, no more oral diabetes meds and no half a pill a day, like 20 milligrams a day of lisinopril, I think. 20, 10, I'm not sure. Something really tiny is what I take now on top of my multivitamins, so that's it. So that's number 1. Number 2 is because directly retied, not related, not tied, retied, directly related to my issues of health, physical health, for me, was mental health. And sorry, my hands are really itchy, and I'm just playing with my hands for some reason. Sorry if that's distracting. Sorry. I'm an AMRist now. ASMR. I watch those videos. They're super relaxing. directly tied to that was mental health, and I suffered from depression. Um, I'm all for the people that are part of the body positivity movement, like be fat and happy and show the world that a fat body is equally as acceptable and capable as a not fat body. But for me, there was so much tied into being depressed because I was overweight and I didn't like it. And so I knew I would be happier if I lost weight. And so that's what I did. Number three reason for having weight loss surgery is because, let's see, I never really thought about any reasons other than like mentally, physically, emotionally. I guess number three is that this is superficial as hell, but let's get real here. I like clothes. I like clothes a lot. And it doesn't have to be like trendy or like high fashion or anything. Obviously, you've probably seen me mostly in like oversized, thin cotton t-shirts because I wear those a lot. But I really like what clothes can do for a person as far as their self-esteem, as far as showcasing their personality, showcasing their interests. I like clothes, and I always found that finding clothes in plus sizes was near impossible for me to find things that I like. No tea, no shade to plus size retailers, but like some of your stuff is just over embellished and kind of ugly, and I didn't like it. I like to be able to walk into a straight size store and find something that I can wear. It's so much easier, it's cheaper. There's more options at thrift stores. I don't know. For me, that was real. Um, yeah. Number four, let's recap. Diabetes for our health, mental, clothes. Number four is probably that if it so comes to it at some point in my life, children. And I also had another obesity related condition. It can be from being overweight and it can be from being severely underweight, which is weird, but PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and like it caused me to like start my menstrual cycle later in life than most people, and it causes me to have hormone issues. I have high levels of testosterone, and it makes it harder to have children. I have had a regular cycle since I started my period. Like it always comes, but it wasn't like that all the time. It used to be kind of like hit or miss in the beginning, and it took a while to regulate itself. But for the last, since I, was probably in my early 20s, it's always been regular. But I want to have kids someday. Like, I really do. And I'm 32. I've got a few years to worry about it, but I do want to have a kid. I want to have a kid naturally, like with my eggs, just because Madison babies are super cute. And I think it'd be fun. Like, who doesn't want a clone? Just kidding. But I do want to have a kid. And so not so much the importance of having a kid and being able to have a kid was what I was worried about. I feel like if you're going to have a child, you need to take care of your health and you need to be around to raise that child. I mean, unforeseen circumstances happen, but to be at the peak of your physical fitness, I think is important to bring a child in the world just for energy and to give that child the best of yourself and to be in the place where you can teach that child healthy lifestyle. So that was a thing. And number 5, what is the last reason that I had weight loss surgery? I guess just in terms of goals, I always felt like I'm being really open and honest here that I don't know my goal as far as a career. I don't really know what industry is going to make me passionate about working in it, or what career field that's going to be. But I do like media. I work in public relations. I work in a lot of I'm interested in a lot of very like public facing things. And to say the world is shallow is an understatement. It doesn't mean that you have to be shallow. It doesn't mean that I have to be shallow. It doesn't make you shallow. But for the industries that I am interested in, a look is a thing. And I don't know what avenue that's going to take, like I said. But I think it would be great to be comfortable in my own skin if I was given one of the opportunities in a public facing role, to not have the insecurities and the mental and emotional blocks that I had before weight loss surgery. So yeah, those are the 5 reasons I had weight loss surgery. Again, like I said, I'm almost 1 year out, which is crazy. The last 5-6 months, my weight has not really been dropping at all. It's slowly dropping here and there. But for me, that's not the hugest concern. Yeah, initially I really wanted to be at goal weight 1 year out, but I don't feel like I've made all the lifestyle changes to be at goal weight 1 year out. I don't work out as frequently as I used to. I'm not as strict about my diet as I used to be. I'm not as strict about drinking, having an alcoholic beverage as I used to be. So I've accepted that there are some things that I focus on just living my life and enjoying it more than my weight loss journey. I can honestly admit that. But yeah, I'm going to stop this video for now. I'm going to take my measurements and see. My scale is so broken. It said I weighed like 180 pounds the other day, which is not right, because that's lower than my goal weight actually. But I'll see what she says today. If not, I'll give you my last weight that I took at my gym scale. Sorry. Nap time. And I'll add those on here in a little bit. Alright, be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I had to switch to the camera phone because my laptop photo booth app was beautiful. Anyway, gosh, sorry, I'm yawning. Keep yawning. I will give you my measurements. I went ahead and took my measurements. So, last month I was 10 months post-op RNY, and my neck was 13 inches. My upper arm was 13.5 left, right 14 right. Under bust was 37.5, bust was 40. Waist was 36 inches. Hips were 38, thighs were 18 left, 18 right. Calves were 14 left and 13.5 right, for a total of 255.5 inches. I was down, last month I was 240.4 pounds, down 83.2 pounds since surgery. I had surgery, I was 323 on surgery day, and I was 87.1 inches down since surgery. I was 115.6 pounds down from my heaviest weight of 356 pounds. This month, 11-month post-op, which I will be tomorrow, I had surgery on October 7th, 2015. here in Chicago, Illinois, with Dr. Jeffrey Franza of Northwestern Memorial Surgical Associates. Um, Today, my neck is 13 inches, my upper arms 13 left, 14 right, so down 0.5 inches. Under bust still 37.5, bust still 40, waist 35.5, so I'm down a half an inch on my waist. Hips are down 1 inch to 37, thighs are still 18 left, 18 right. Calves are 13 and 13.5, so I'm down an inch on my left calf. For a total of 252.5 inches. I'm down 3 inches from last month. I am down to 237.8 according to the last time I measured or weighed myself at my gym scale. My home scale is still not working right. I'm down 85.2 pounds since surgery and 90.1 inches since surgery, and I am down 118.6 pounds for my heaviest recorded weight. Those are my numbers. I've pretty much on the weight loss front just been doing 5Ks. I'm doing a 5K this Saturday, which is Run Mag Mile, which is like running downtown Chicago, a 5K, just for fun. I do not feel nearly as ready as I have been for some of the other 5Ks that I've participated in this summer, but you know, gonna do it anyway, hopefully. I won't yawn the whole time through the whole thing. Also doing one on September 24th that is benefiting St. Jude Children's Hospital and benefiting childhood cancer research. So if you could donate $1, if you could donate $5, if you could donate $10, if you could donate anything, it would be much appreciated to help these little children, babies, who are going through some really tough times. I love kids, and I think that it's awesome that I could help out and do something to help with my weight loss journey at the same time. So a link to that will be down below in the comments. Speaking of comments, thank you Bypass That Benny and Brit Brat VSG for commenting on my last video. You guys had some really interesting questions and some really great comments that hopefully will help me keep going on this journey. Both VSG Brit Brat and Bypass That Bunny left some really, really good questions in the comments about my weight loss surgery journey, and I do want to make a video for 1 year post-op. It'll probably be a couple weeks or a couple days earlier than my actual 1 year because, like I said, I'll be overseas for my 1 year, but they asked me some really great questions I really liked and I really liked answering. So if you have any questions, please comment below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm going to try to keep this going and see what happens at least up until I hit goal weight, which my goal weight is 190, and it's been, sorry I keep playing with my hair. I just like playing with my curls. I think they're fun. 190. My surgeon's telling me he thinks it'll be in like spring, like March of 2017 when I hit 190, which sounds about right because my stalls are real. But yeah, that's where I am right now. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are healthy and happy and loving life. And I will check in with you next week. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.